All right, hello. Welcome to you, Gleb. I'm not going to try and say the second part of your name, it's just too long. So this server that I'm showing off today is can be joined with pure vanilla. You don't need any mods, but we do allow some quality of life mods. So certain things that kind of make sense to have on a server, and we allow those. So for example, plant everything. So you can plant bushes wherever you want, like raspberry bushes and stuff like that. So it's a Patreon server, but I do also have a free server. So if you're more interested in the free server, you can join that through my Discord. You just take the KysenHeim role in the hashtag roles section. That is a modded Valheim server, but it's pretty fun. People really enjoy that, I know. But yeah, the server that I play on and make content on and stuff is more the KysenHeim, which you're seeing today, which is my Patreon one. So links to that are in the chats and in my video descriptions and stuff like that. But yeah, let's jump in. Well, a bit of coffee first. Yeah, all good, Gleb. I understand it's not for everybody. Absolutely, that's all good. But if you want to join the free one, check out the Discord. Okay, so let's see. I don't know how loud this music's going to be in relation to the game sounds. Got to level things up here. So see if I open a chest. Yeah, game sounds are reasonably loud now. I think we can probably turn that down a little. Doesn't need to be too crazy. And I wanted to get myself sorted, but we're looking pretty good actually with our loadout here. Yeah, very good actually. I want to go and do some swamp runs today. One thing I wanted to check is... Okay, I've got loads of spare poison meat as it happens. Don't need to make more of that up. We can probably just go straight to the swamp. I'm going to get my rested buff first. That's why this is here. Just to give me a basic rested buff. It's next to my portals, so that works well. That's what we're doing with that, if you're wondering why that's there. Oh, I should have probably... yeah, I need to let people know that I'm live on my Discord. I'm supposed to do that. I'm a bit out of sync today. I was supposed to stream yesterday. It's just throwing me off a little bit. So at streams... that one there, and my Twitch as well, for anyone who wants my Twitch. So yeah, I do stream on YouTube and Twitch, if there's one you prefer watching on. Monetization on YouTube is currently set completely off, so you should not see any ads on YouTube, no matter what. On Twitch, it's set as low as I can have it, but that's not entirely off, I don't think. So yeah, if you prefer that. Set it to 50%. I think right now it's... Can you hear the background music all right? And if you can hear that and you can hear the game sounds, then we're good. But that's not the portal I wanted. Neither is that. So this one here should be KS, I think, like that. Let's try and see if that connects. If not, it might be lowercase. We'll figure it all out. Okay, so maybe it's just KS like that. This is my swamp portal. Oh, unless the crypts have been reset, which could have happened. So I was in a swamp over here. If that crypt's been reset, we might be in a little bit of trouble, but I have another way I can get there because we're on a server. This is the helpful thing. So, let's do... We'll go the long way around. Because I have to, but that'll work. Let me see. I want to get onto you as well, don't I? Here we go. Aha. So, if we go to... We want Fabregas's portal, which is here. Go through there. And hopefully his portal to the swamp still works. Otherwise, we're really in trouble. Might have to do some boating or things. And then, here we go, Fab Swamp. This is the one. You know what, I actually need to go back and get my own portal mats, though. Because I assume that we're going to need to make up our own portal here. Yeah, alright, we'll just do that, because I can't be sure. So I've gotta do it this way and figure it out. This is my bad. Be interested to see how today's stream goes, so... For me right now, it's Tuesday morning. Do you know what? I think this needs to be turned way up. Like that. And then do this. You guys might have a better balance. Oh, I'm the wrong one. Yeah, so it's Tuesday morning for me, which is like Monday night for America and bits of Europe and stuff like that. So usually I do it on a Monday, and I think that's a better time. Because people, like, for the Americans and stuff, I think it's a better time. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's alright. Right, let's see. So when we came through, that's Fab Plains, Fab Mountain. Is that his swamp? So it's this one here. See, this is other people's portals, so I'm trying to just learn my way around a little bit here. If that makes sense. But but this will be very helpful to us. Let's head back to our base. You see all these portals here as well. Every portal here is a player, although some of them are like town and spawn portals and stuff like that. But yeah, we've got a very active server here, so big shout out to everyone who's been part of this so far. Lots of building going on. I'm making a video soon about some of the builds that they've been doing, because they're awesome, for their starter houses. And then we will also, we're making a thing at the moment for a Christmassy build. We need 20 more fine wood. Really? We don't have that? Okay. Alright, bit of wood cutting. It's like the Valheim rabbit hole, you know, where you just want to do one thing and then it leads to doing like 4 other things. Now, the only thing is, do I have any fine wood left near my base? Every time I need fine wood, I'll run out here and I'll chop some down. The only problem with that is you get to a point where there's none left. No fine wood trees left. Is there other people on right now? Yeah, okay. I was like, maybe I can set it to daytime, but obviously not. Not easy to do when there's a server full of people. Alright, let's get rid of the grade off. That's the other thing about having to do this right now. It is unfortunately nighttime. Well, there we go. Such is life. Ah, here we go. Firewood tree. Perfect. And I think there's some mushrooms that I just saw through there as well. I actually do want to get them. Quite useful. Where were they? Let's see. Swore I saw some mushrooms up here. Am I just seeing things? Guess so. There's a neck there. We'll get rid of him. Do a Christmas themed castle, but not just a castle, a sieged one. And that sounds awesome, but that sounds like a massive build, and I don't have the resources to do that at the moment on the server here. Oh, there was mushrooms right here. Okay. Interesting. I do have some at least. Okay. So hard to see because it's nighttime right now. I wonder if I should take my head torch for the there's crypts in the swamp. Alright, we need 20 fine wood. We have less than that, so we're going to need another fine wood tree. I think, so chopping down one tree gives you 15 fine wood. I feel like it should be more than that, like 20, 25 per tree. Even if they cut back on the amount of normal wood you got, I think like when you're cutting down a fine wood tree, that's what you want. It seems kind of low. I don't know what you guys think about that. But to me, it's always been one of those weird things. You chop down a fine wood tree, you get a ton of normal wood and a bit of fine wood. You chop down a core wood tree, you get a ton of normal wood, a bit of core wood. It's like, you know, wouldn't you want loads of core wood and a bit of normal wood? Have it the other way around? Maybe that's just me. Alright, so we do now have the mats we need though, so that's good. If we're ever stuck on this server, we can also buy them. So there is a really good shopping district here, which I'll show you guys later if you guys want to see it. But for the most part with stuff like that, it's like you might as well just go and make it up yourself. Alright, so we've got just about everything we need. Now, one of the quality of life plugins we allow is this. So I can like put this in these chests here, like this. There we go, that's a good example. And it will reroute to another chest, which is super useful. So we like that very much. Oh wait, I needed those. Alright, so what I need to do is put back like most of this stuff, then make up the portal, then destroy it. So I've got the portal mats on me. There we go. If resources are a problem, let different people decorate or build sections. Yeah, well, what we've done is we've got like we've gone up into the deep north and made a Christmas area, and then people can just go and build in that area wherever they like, however they like, and it's just a Christmas theme. But we do it as a server competition, so people can build whatever they want, and then they can win prizes for their builds, which are voted on by other players on the server. So it's probably the fairest way to do it. So yeah, that's something we typically do each year, some competitions and stuff, trying to do a few more of them this year. They're quite popular, people like them. So now we just need to go back through the portals, set up our own portal, which will connect up with this one, which is lowercase ks. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go do that. But yeah, they're good fun, and we give away some prizes, such as gold that you can spend at the market that we have on the server. And things like, you might get like a hammer that's, say, level 7, you know, so better than what you can make in the game. Which you can have as a trophy, or you can use it if you'd rather. So yeah, just fun little things like that. All part of the fun of running a server. So this one. And when Hightail comes out, I'm looking to run a server for that as well. if that's possible, which it just will be. So yeah, that'll be good fun. I'm going to try and do that as a server that's entirely free if people want to join. But then they'll have an option to purchase in-game cosmetics and stuff like that to kind of fund the server and that sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, more on that as and when I know what I'm doing with it. Right, it's just turned daytime, which is good, but oh my god, there's a lot of mobs around here. Alright, so let's eat all of our food that we can eat. Let's get over to here and fight these one at a time and hope that the user didn't follow, which it didn't. Okay, cool. So let's go. Okay, we're taking damage here, but I just need to get through these, basically. All right, Drago Trophy's awesome. We're not really short on that, so let's eat it. I could really have done with a hammer, because this sword is really rubbish against them, as you see in here. All right, I'm gonna go. I could do with a... Oh, what do you call it? A mace. Like a big iron mace would be good, and I'm going to need that for bone mass anyway, so making it up makes sense. I can get rid of this dude first, though. Because then we'll get the mace made up, but we'll have our portal made first. That's my plan. Woo. Alright. Cool. So, there is a crypt just over here, which, if there's been a reset, this might be empty now. I think it had been explored before. I think we explored it before. But what we'll do is the admins on this server go around and reset the crypts, burial chambers, copper nodes, all that stuff regularly. Yep, it's been reset, doors shut. They do that for the, so that, you know, because basically there's something like 85 people at the moment who have access to this server, something like that. So obviously there's a lot of people sharing resources, and we need to set it up in such a way that everyone can get enough of everything they need, whether that's your iron or your copper or tin or whatever. So they do them regular resets. Big shout out to the staff team who make all this happen. Where are you? So yeah, I've already done a bit of iron mining. Sometimes I come on the server and just chill if I'm wanting to play some Valheim. Don't always necessarily stream it or make videos. You know, I might just have a relax on there. Okay, this stuff can all go... Oh no, I know where they go. There's no gold inside the crypts, so I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, they don't have gold in them. Pull that back. All right. So in terms of the mace, I mean, if we go here to build bronze, iron mace, craft you up, and if I could upgrade it, then I would. Why? That's not even showing right now. Okay. Upgrade the mace. Okay, it requires a bit of iron, but I mean, I think this is worth upgrading. And I'm going to make it my main weapon now. I will keep the sword on me in case we run into some abominations and stuff. And we can portal back with metals on this server, so it's not too bad. The only other thing is, do I want to make up a iron shield? I think I do, because I know I'm going to need that as well at some point. And let's upgrade it. So we're swapping out now to better weapons and things, which is always good. This will just help us to not die, basically. I'm going to take a bit more poison meat with me. We have loads anyway, so you might as well. We also need some more food, as you can see here. So we'll actually do a little bit of a pit stop here, back at base. You see a bit busy as well. I've been building some stuff here. It looks a bit crap because it's raining right now. It looks a little better in the sun. I'm not the best builder, but the rain makes it look particularly bad. Alright, let's see. Let's do just one of you's fine. Boar jerky, let's do a couple of you. And then we need some deer meat. So, deer. Let's make up like 10 of you. Okay, let's grab that coal. Shouldn't be there anyway. Oh, okay. It's being finicky about the being under the fire. So we've got 3 left apparently, which is not good. There we go. Alright, we just improved our cooking level, which is always good. Entrails, the coal can live somewhere. Just go in there for now. We'll get that back later. But there is iron inside the crypts, Alcon, if that's what you meant. Gleb, did you just change your name to Alcon? I just realised, like, it's a different name, but the exact same picture. And I feel like that's too much of a coincidence. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so now we've got a good amount of food and meat and stuff like that to be going with, plus the better weapons. So we will have, well, I don't want to say no problems. Don't want to jinx myself here, but we should be good for a swamp run. So I'm just going to come into here and get rid of something. Oh yeah, that was it. Putting all my old armor and stuff in here for now. This is just a temporary house I was using. I need to set things up better. But I was coming over here, getting on with my bigger builds. So you can see during the day it looks a bit nicer. I want to build like a blacksmith forge area and stuff going on over there. It's going to be a big build, so it's going to take some time. This is my kitchen over here. A little bit of outdoor seating and stuff like that. Then we have my storage room here and portals and stuff. With a temporary area here just to get my comfort bonus up each time. And also my mead and stuff like that. So yeah. Alright. So, how do I right click, maybe left click? Here we go. Manage suspicious user. How do I ban this person? That's what I'm going to try and do. Stop monitoring, restrict. Well, restrict works. Or ban. Yeah, there we go. Sorry guys, someone on Twitch trying to spam. So I'd take care of that. I don't have tons of mods who help me out on streams. We do have Gamer Empire, who's very, very helpful. Big shout out to you. But they're not always able to come to every stream, which they have told me about and is totally understandable and fine. So I manage it myself sometimes. I'm not really big enough to need loads of... Oh, wait, I need the swamp key. Ha ha ha. Oh, Gamer Empire's here. Look at that. What a legend. Thank you. By the way, I always call you Gamer Empire because that's like your Twitch name. Is that okay, or do you have a name you prefer to go by? Let me know. Anyway, yes, that was someone trying to evade bans and do silly things, which we stop. But yeah, I'm not really big enough to need tons of mods or anything. I don't stream often enough to require it and such. But we have a couple of people who help me out, and it's very appreciated. Right. Now we are fully ready for the swamp. Emma. Okay, I shall remember Emma for you instead then. Some people like to keep anonymity and whatever and like to go by their sort of their names on the platform, but then other people are like, you know, nah, it's just fine to call me my actual name or whatever. So I always like to check for that reason. But Emma is good. Now Emma, you're a bit of a Minecrafter as well, aren't you? Do you have interest in Hightail? And I open that up to all of chat as well. I just know that Emma likes a bit of Minecraft. Okay, let's get rid of that. I'm just going to clear these out first. You know, Hack, I would agree with that. You're not mod material. But you're here often, and you give us some interesting situations to deal with. So there's that. Alright, let's clear the other one. You guys never heard of Hightail? No? I thought people might have. Like Minecrafty people might have. I think Emma likes Minecraft. I think I'm right on that. Maybe I got that wrong. We'll find out. I think she was saying I do like Minecraft, so I think she does. Whether she's into Hightail or not remains to be seen. Alright, there we go. That's the most we can take. Let's go. But Hightail is a game that looks remarkably similar to Minecraft, but there are some things about it that look really awesome, and it's a game that is super hyped at the moment, and a lot of people are covering it, and it's not out yet. It's coming out. I just bought the premium best I could version thing of like what's coming out. For like 75 US, and I don't spend that on a game that's not even out yet unless I think it's going to be a game that I'm really going to enjoy and stuff. So I have high hopes for this. There's a lot of money to spend on a game. You know, so hopefully it's good when it comes out. But yeah, I'm going to be covering that when it comes out a lot. Looking to set up a server I mentioned before, like a free server for it, hopefully. You could call it that, Alcon. Yeah, it's not dissimilar to that idea that you're saying. It's basically Minecraft, right? I think I would say, but it's different in certain ways. which kind of remain to be seen a little bit. I need to like play it and see what's actually different and such. But it's, I can't think of the name, voxel based, that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes when I'm talking waffle, it's because I'm in the background of my head, I'm trying to think of the thing I'm trying to say, alright? Hey Coke Bottle, yeah, so on this server we do, we didn't used to, but then Valheim added it as something you can have as a world feature, right? So it's actually a vanilla thing, it's not a modded, cheaty thing. And the thing is, like, I think allowing it is a good idea on a server, because if people don't want to do it, if they prefer the immersive nature of just like, no, I want to play it, you know, in that way, they can do that. But then for people that don't have a ton of time, you know, it's a nice time-saving thing. You don't have to sail around all the time, and boats can cause lag and stuff on servers. Not to a big thing, but, you know. Oh, yeah. Well, Scarlet Mouse. A first name, people can't really do much with that, right? Everybody knows my first name, I think. A lot of people do anyway. I don't hide it. But it's funny because, like, so I deal with sponsors from time to time, right? Like, I'm fortunate enough that people will sponsor me to make videos sometimes. And so, you know, in my contract, I sign off my name, but then in our emails and stuff, they still always call me Kysen, so I always just sign off as Kysen rather than Ben, even though they know my actual name. I've often wondered if they wonder, like, why does he have this different name? Because I think, like, gamers understand, though. We all have our gamer name, right? And then our real names, or a lot of people do that. I didn't even do, like, a face reveal on my channel when I first started. For, like, years. It was years before I did do one. There we go. So, wow. We already can't even take all this. So, this is a good crypt. There we go. Because we can just go through the chests and get all this stuff. Without even needing to do all the mining, which we're going to do. But we're going to get a ton of iron. Which is very, very needed throughout Valheim. Anyone who plays this game a little bit knows this. Ben is for Benjamin, yes. Boniface. Boniface? I've never heard of that one before. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, Benjamin. Benjamin Bunny as a kid. That's what my mum used to call me. When I was like, you know, 8 or something, just so we're clear. See, we got quite a lot of iron building up here now, right? This isn't too bad at all. To the point where we may need a better chest. And I wonder, to make that up, we just need a bit of fine wood. I think that let's do it. It's kind of fun to make a better chest up, right? I mean, I think it's kind of fun. It's our first better chest in this Valheim playthrough, so there's that. Now, we need to get some saplings for fine wood and just plant a load. Grow a fine wood farm at our base. And wow, look at all these free drops. None of them are very useful, but hey, they're free. Such a thing in life, isn't it? When stuff is free, it makes such a difference. I remember I was on the beach one day, about a year after I moved to Australia, maybe a little less, with an English mate of mine. We were like sunbathing, and this girl came around and offered us sunscreen, you know, sunblock. And we were like, oh, no, we're fine. And she's like, it's free. And we're like, oh, yeah, go on, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. As soon as it's free, yeah, we'll have some. But I learned very quickly how strong the sun here in Australia is. I went to a place called Monkey Mia, which is an awesome place, but it's really far up north. Well, like it's like an 8-hour drive north of Perth, so it's quite far up. Maybe more than that, actually. Maybe 12 hours, I think, actually, something like that. But anyway, so we went up there and I was lying on the beach. We were there for 3 days. Day 1, I was lying on the beach, playing a bit of volleyball and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm I'm going to be fine. You know, I've been around Europe a bit during the summer and did some sunbathing. Tend to just go brown and not burn and stuff like that. My goodness, day 2, I was red raw. Couldn't move, hurt to shower, hurt to put on or take off a t-shirt. Just had to try and stay in the shade for the next 2 days I was there, so I learned very quickly about that one. It was, sun here is very strong. Gotta protect yourself. Alright, what is that? A birch seed. I'm gonna swap that out for some mushrooms, because I can. How about that? Yeah, free candy in a van should definitely be avoided there, Alcon, I would say. But yeah, similar principle, I suppose. Now, what I want to do... This is going to get messy. Let's sort out my inventory first. So I've got to break a chest full of stuff, build another chest. Yeah, it's going to be a pain. So, love this mod. Alright. Now, farming things... Not really, all those necktails can go away. The rest of this goes back over here. This is the only problem with the way I'm building. We've got multiple different storage areas rather than one centralized area. I don't know how much of a pain that's going to become. Remains to be seen. But if I put something in one chest in this area, it will route to the correct chest in this area. So that is nice. So what I want to do is... Let's make you... Wait, I need 2 iron? Do I not have 2 iron? I have 1 iron. What is this? Right. Okay. Alright. See how it's going to be. So, what we'll do is... We'll make you up. And let's see. What's gone in there? Added 10 scrap iron. Perfect. Add all the coal. Alright, now what are you thinking about that? Let's get these charcoal kilns going in. Wait for... We only need 1. It's not actually as much as you think. I'm already starting to run out. In the metals storage, for example, right? We're about to upgrade to a bigger chest. So, yeah, it's not as crazy as you might think. Right, come on, spit some iron at me. That's good coffee. Now, Emma, did you disappear on us? Just curious if you're still here or not. Alright, so if we grab this one out, we can now make up the better chest, right? Yes, okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is take all this out, and I'll be heavily burdened. That's fine. We're not going anywhere. Oh, you're playing the games you watch. What are you playing out of interest? And yeah, that's fine. I was just wondering if you're still here. Now, is that doesn't fit under there. So what we're going to do is... Do we put it here, maybe? Do I use it as this? How are we going to do this? Ah, Roblox, okay. Yeah, are you interested in the upcoming Hightail, Emma? Just curious. You know what, for now it can go here. Alright, there we go. It lives there. That's fine. That works. And in the meantime, I'll put this down here, and this can be for, like, raw metals and stuff. And I'll make a better storage area for that later on. That will suffice. Alright, and while I'm doing that, let's grab this rested buff back again, and then we're ready to go back to the crypts and do some actual mining. Which will be good. And once we got a bit more iron, I suppose I might as well upgrade to an iron pickaxe, because that'll be quite useful for mining faster, right? That'll work. Alright, rested buff, come on. There we go. Hoping to get it released before EA cancelled it. You know it's back out again now, right? Like, you can buy it right now. It's not playable yet, but I bought a pre-purchase version. I'm trying to get a code as well, a creator code, because they're giving 5% to creators if you use their code. So if anyone wants to buy it and isn't worried about buying it right this second, and you're going to buy it in the future, check in with me if you don't mind. Because... yeah, the creator code, like, it won't cost you any extra, but I'll get 5% of it back, which just helps me to keep doing this stuff, basically. But yeah, so hopefully I get that, we'll see. I thought I heard mobs in here. They might be through this section here. Alright, cool. Now we get on the mining grind for the iron. But this has been an excellent crypt so far, so can't complain. Let's eat some food as well. I actually remembered for a change. That's good. But yeah, it was crazy. So Hightail got bought out, and then they cancelled it and said we're not making it anymore. And then the original people who were developing it bought it back, and they made it. It was so cool. It was like, oh, it's been bought out. I wonder how that changes things. And then it's like, nothing happened for years. And then it's like, oh, we're not even making it anymore. It's very disappointing. And then it's like, nope, we are making it. It's coming out in January. Who doesn't like some extra money? You know, money actually doesn't bother me, genuinely, right? Only to the point of if I can pay my bills. That's it. As long as I can live, I'm happy. Because I'm very fortunate that I get to do this. Basically, it's my job, you know? And one thing I'm trying to do less and less, the older I get, the more I'm sure of this, is be materialistic about anything. I don't think it's helpful. I don't think it's good. It doesn't bring you any actual happiness, you know? It's like... wanting less is good. You know, I heard a quote the other day, and it said, the richest man in the world isn't the one who has the most, it's the one who wants the least. And I really like that, because it just takes away from the typical kind of, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, no. Drug elite. Okay, we're getting out of here. It takes away from the typical approach that so many of us fall into these days about, you know, wanting more, right? You want this watch and this car and this house and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, actually, if you could find a way to be happier with less, that is the real way that you can live a content life, you know? The less you depend on, the less you need in order to be happy. And I really like that idea. And I was reading a book on Stoicism. That's where I learned about it. And shortly after that, I went through my office right here and just threw out loads of stuff. Like, just stuff I didn't need and garbage and stuff that had been piling up on my desk. And I gotta tell you, every day since then I felt better when I walk in here and I see it and I'm like, yeah, this is way better. Like, okay, that kind of worked. So I need you to hit me. Oh, no, I don't. That's 2 Drago Elite. Okay. So the only way of doing this is going to be to fight them from up here. Little cheesy, but I don't care. It's in the game. They allow this. Why not? Yeah, life is the reward, or just the simple things as well, right? Just being happy and content with simple things, and that. Yeah, I think it's a nice way to be, and just finding ways to, yeah, be happy with less and to want less. It's nice, but any money that I make from doing this is important and is useful, just so I can keep doing this, right? So as long as I make enough that I can keep doing this, I'm happy. That's basically all it comes down to. Whoa, he's kidnapping me. Where are you going? Hey, dude, you don't want to fight anymore? I know I'm pretty scary, but... Alright, another Draga through here somewhere, was it? Oh yeah, hi dude. Alright, there must be a spawner here. We need to clear this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, give him a big old whack. There we go. Look at that. Oh, food? I've eaten all my food. Don't think I can eat anything else for a minute. We're carrying too much. Oh my goodness. 3 plus another 1 maybe. Alright, that's us. Loads of chests in this crypt. How good is this crypt? You know, when you find these chests, it's so good. And this crypt has a lot of them. Alright, so. That through here. But yeah, that's it. And it's also about enjoying the process of things as well. Which I realized is something I used to be a lot better at. Or I just naturally happened to be better at. Oh, that's right, they're going here now. Oh, I confused myself. So, just with things like YouTube, like back in the day, I was just in it for the love of doing it, right? And then when you go full time, some of that changes because you have to hit certain views and money each week and each month and whatever in order to, you know, pay your bills and stuff, right? So you kind of always have one eye on the income side of it, and that changes things a little bit. But it's important to remind yourself that you do this because you just love doing it, and you don't need to worry too much about the numbers always, right? Oh no, not at night time. Alright, so we have a swamp raid at our base right now. What's the thing I need to protect the most? I don't even know. Don't worry about the skeletons too much. It's more the Draga that I'm concerned about. Is that a Draga? That's a skeleton, I think. was a good hit, though. Somebody clipped that. Nah, it wasn't good enough for that. Yeah, see, I don't have a boar farm. So I'm just going to let them kind of fight each other. I mean, I don't think we die even if we're down there and stuff. They're just a pain, aren't they? Alright, let's get that. Oh, for goodness sake. That is a 1 in a million shot. And that's actually really bad, because if they destroy that portal now, I'm going to struggle to get back. Yeah, see that? I didn't even mean to go through there. That was like the thinnest angle. Unrested nighttime raid. Pretty much. Okay, I'm getting hit right now, aren't I? I'm going to die. Run. Run. Okay. Hey, dudes. Right, well, we made this club just in time, because there's a lot of skeletons as part of this raid. Now, let's go for the archers first. Damn. I got hit by another archer, so I wasn't able to get my thingy in there. Okay, oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, okay. I see you. Alright, okay. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of archers here. Alright. Is there stuff over here as well? Oh my goodness. Okay, we don't have any healing meats. I can't eat any food. Alright, this is probably one of the safer places for me to be right now, if I can get up on top of here. Don't think stuff can hit me. Alright. This is actually quite tricky. Heal up, you darned fudger. Why am I still on 30 health? Come on. Right, where's that thing shooting at me from? Wow. You're getting hits on me from up here. Jeez Louise. Alright, we're gonna have to kill these dudes, I suppose. Blimey. Alright. I have to do a lot of repairs. I don't love raids in Valheim, you know. They're not the most fun. Wow, it's because there's these skeleton archers as well. I don't really want to fight them over there near those portals. Try and kite them over here. Get some health back while I'm doing this. Come on, my dudes. Hey. So the Draga archers are obviously the worst ones. Alright. Go to you. Wow, there's so many archers, dude. Alright, the smell's gone. That's good. Oh, jeez. Oh, well. Somehow I'm still alive. Oh, oh no, Dragon Archer. Oh, boy. That was not what I wanted to see around that corner. Alright, we are somehow still alive. This game. Sometimes, I tell you. Alright. We're just gonna have to heal up a little bit here. Try some pot shots. There we go. Good hit on the Draga, who's fighting the raid off. So that's pretty good for us. Take you down as well while we're here. Oh, okay, you want to take us down. That's fair. I guess I started that one. Alright, okay. Let's see, where is he? So they are. They're coming over here. Come on, dudes. Yeah, you have to come out here. What do you think of that? And you just can stay up there and try and hit me from there, huh? Alright, let's come down here. Fight these guys. Look, you need line of sight. Come around here. There you go. Alright, there we go. That got most of them. Maybe all of them. Alright, hammer time. Isn't that a song? Alright. Repair this stuff. Why is this not repairing? There we go. Alright, cool. We need to get some stamina back. I think that's what it is. You know, let's get our rested buff back as well. Oh, it is. We are rested. Why? It feels like we're healing really slowly. Could be the food choices. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Let's see. So this is 2 per tick. That's the problem, isn't it? They're 2 per tick. Need that honey. But we didn't really have an opportunity to do that. Okay, we got the repair all mod thing. So when they do this stuff, it repairs in an area, as long as we've got the stamina for it. Probably need a bit more stamina than we've got here, but there we go. Meters or feet for what? What are we talking about here? Alright, anything here need repairing now, or are we good? I know they shot a load of stuff. It's like, maybe the repair rule has now done it, so I'm just like, sort of going around spam clicking everything to check. What I want to do as well, we need some more coal. I'm not missing the requirements right there. There you go. Don't have any... There's no way we don't have 25 wood, surely. Did we use it all already? Well, wood, you look at that. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll turn this one into one of these. And start processing some more iron up, which will be good. Because we don't have much of that at the minute. Alright, let's put this stuff away where it belongs. And I wonder if we're able to make up the iron pick yet. Do we even need it is the question. Iron nails aren't a bad idea, actually. Because of this, all the recipes that they unlock, including, but not limited to, the Raven Throne, which I personally quite enjoy. We always need one more fine wood. Which do I use? Well, so it's kind of both. So someone asked me my height. 6'3" is my default that I go to, which I think is about 190 centimeters or something. I'm probably wrong on it. I'm not very good at that. But then living in Australia, you know, it's like we're talking kilometers, right, for distances and driving speed and such. So I'll use that. You know, then even I grew up in England, so it was miles per hour, but you know, I live here now, so ingratiate with the society, right? And then, yeah, so I kind of use both, weirdly. In America, you guys use, I think, miles and feet, right? And stuff like that. I think that's true. Like the English do. It does all seem a bit silly though, doesn't it? You know, why not have one unified system around the world? Why not have one language around the world? And the new generations of kids coming through are taught that language instead of, you know, let's say you switched and the language around the world was English, right? So if you grow up in France, you don't learn French now, you learn English, for example. You know, but then within 100 years, everyone on the planet speaks the same language. There's no language barriers wherever you go, within reason. Obviously, there might be some tribal communities and stuff like that that still are, you know, disconnected and have their own thing. But for 90%, 99% of the world, we'd all speak the same language. Would be useful. To be honest, though, the way technology is going, it's probably not even needed. I mean, we already have, you know, you can speak into Google Translate and in real time just have a conversation with someone who doesn't speak your language for like just about every language in existence, I think. So, you know, probably we don't even need that. It might have been a good idea like 100 years ago for them to start doing something like that, but now it's probably not needed. Because it'll probably get to a point where somehow we won't even need that. Especially with like AI and stuff, right? There'll just be something. Alright, where are we at? Let's go get this fine wood tree. I forget what I needed to find. Oh, the throne. Yes, the throne. I'm a king. I need a throne. Oh, sorry. I want the extra rested buff that throne provides. Plus, it looks quite neat. And do those things. There are so many grey dwarfs that spawn here. And I don't know. You know, one good thing about the server, actually, with the marketplace is, if I was in single player, I'd be so annoyed, but I'm getting all these grey dwarf drops and there's very little to do with them. Because at some point in my single player worlds, I will just install the Fuel Eternal mod. Because I am not going to spend my entire life in Valheim stoking fires and torches. Life's too short, so that is one of the mods that we allow on this server and that I use. Because it's ridiculous that you don't have anything in Valheim as a way of permanently fueling torches and fires. You guys like my bridge? Simple, but I think it looks alright. Yeah, where was I going with this? I got sidetracked by my bridge. See, let's put this stuff away. We're gonna need that. Making the throne in a second. Go put the farming stuff back over here, though, first. I'll try and remember what I was gonna say. That's it, right. So we have the marketplace. So if I get tons of resin, yeah, I'm not going to use it, but I can sell it. And then I can buy with it things that I do want and that I will use, which is nice. So that's good. I do enjoy having the marketplace here. It's very cool. Might pop there later on in the stream, do some selling and some buying. Right, so we don't need you anymore, I don't think, because let's see, the comfort in this area is what? Alright, comfort 1 is wrong. It's comfort 9. Now, if I get rid of you and place you, That should go up to 10. Yeah, there we go. And now I can sit on my throne and rest. Look at that. So obviously, going from 9 to 10, extra 1 minute of rested, which, you know, it all helps. And over time, we'll do even more. Is there any other furniture stuff I can build now? I mean, I need tar for that, so not really. Let's get out of here. I could put a Christmas tree up here, I suppose. To be honest, the 10 minutes is fine. It's just when I portal back from places, it's something to just quickly sit on and get my rested buff, basically. That's all I'm trying to do there. Alright, we've got a ton of stuff here. That's nice. Now, the metals that have been processed, yeah, they're living in here right now, and then they'll go down to there. So what I'm going to do is, let's take you down and make another one of these up. Haha. So we're going to put this in here, and then put some stuff in over there. Lovely jubbly. And then, how much is left in here? So this is almost done. Yeah, okay. You know what? It is done. There we go. Life's too short. Hey, pick that up. Alright. And then we'll fuel up this one as well. So when we come back, we'll have loads of iron ore on us. And we'll have a load already made up. And having made a load up, can we make... So we made the bronze, the iron nails. That was good. Where's my iron pickaxe at? Right there. We need 3 core wood, and we need 20 iron. Well, we're getting close to that. But in terms of core wood... Alright, sometimes it gets put in the wrong chest. Yeah, like that. Shouldn't be in there. Alright, oh, for goodness sake. Right, you go in there, you come out, you now live in here. Other wood, maybe? Where did you go? It said I had some core wood, so I'm sure I do have some somewhere. Right, because it's saying on the pickaxe that... Oh no, it's saying none. Okay, so we need core wood if we want to make the iron pick. Let's repair everything. And we should be alright for now anyway. Thing is as well, the iron pick's slightly faster, I guess. But it's not like we're running out of durability on just the antler pickaxe. It is actually a really good pickaxe throughout the game. But do they have a black metal pick now? I forget if they added that into vanilla or not, because I know Modded's had one like forever. I can't think if Valheim has a black metal pick. If it does, I might not bother with the iron. I might wait, right, and just make that one up when we get to that point. Alright, this is where we got to. 3 rubies just chilling there. We got a lot of treasure we can sell as well, actually. Again, we could go to the shops and do that and then buy things with it if we wanted. We could potentially buy black metal. I don't know if it's for sale or not. There's so much that is for sale, it's hard to remember it all, you know? That's something we could look at. You know what's a shame in Valheim is that this is how you get iron. And I think it'd be really cool if they added iron mines into the mountains. So like a dungeon that you could go into and you can go and physically mine iron ore in the same way that you would like copper ore. But there's like mobs there that can kill you. So you need to be a bit more geared. Obviously you need to be able to go into the mountains with your wolf cape or whatever. Your frost resistance potions. But yeah, because it just seems like it'd be nice. Like, iron in this game doesn't spawn naturally, and it'd be nice if it did. And I feel the same about black metal as well. If there was black metal mines you could go to in the plains. Because dungeons are always really enjoyable, right? We all like to do them. And to me it just would kind of make sense as well to have that as a feature, like where you can actually mine these metals rather than just having to collect them. I mean, you can get copper and tin and silver that way, so why not iron, right? You know, in some ways, like, I'm really looking forward... Well, in almost always, I'm really looking forward to Valheim 1.0 coming out, which people are talking about February next year, being when that is. So hopefully that's the case. But at the same time, I was like, you know, but this is 1.0, so whatever's in that update, that is Valheim probably 90% finished at that point, and we don't know when the next update after that will be, right? So if there's a load of features that aren't in the game that you would like to be in the game, the chances are they're never coming at that point. And I was like, that's a thought, right? So like, yeah, whatever you don't get at that point probably ain't coming. And it's like, there might be some... So like right now, any feature that you're like, oh, I wish Valheim had this, I wish it had that. It's like, yeah, well, it might in the future. But once that 1.0's out, that hope is gone. What about you guys? Any features you'd really like to see come out as part of 1.0 or just in general that you'd like to have in Valheim? I had a comment on my channel recently that was like, yeah, that's actually a really good point about the oceans in Valheim. So they were like, you know, we need an ocean update. Like, that was part of the original roadmap for the game. There would be a full ocean update at some point. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Like, they haven't really done that. And that could be a thing. And again, maybe they do that with 1.0, right? None of us know what's going to be in that update as such. We know, obviously, the Deep North is going to be heavily the focus of that. Oh, eat some food. But yeah, that's like all we know. There might be other stuff that they haven't told us about. But it's an exciting time in 2026 because we should have 1.0 Valheim. We've got Hytale coming out. And I also want to see if any new MMOs come out next year. I'd like to get into that on my channel. Quite like MMOs. Started playing Final Fantasy XIV recently. Very much enjoying that. Could maybe stream that sometime. Now, if one of my semi-regular viewers, Wiggly Rain, is watching, she is about to message. I guarantee it. She's been trying to get me to play that game for a long time. Enshrouded, I've done some Enshrouded in the past. I've been sponsored to do Enshrouded videos a few times, and I also... I think I might have just done it for fun at times as well. I can't even remember, to be honest with you. But I've definitely been sponsored to do it a few times. YouTube sponsorships, though, some... like... So, be careful what I say to an extent. But I'm in talks, and I've recently had to tell 2 companies that I refuse to work with them, and there's a third one that I'm close to as well. They have got back in touch with me. I need to read their email. But it's... some of the terms and conditions are incredibly one-sided against creators. It's really quite unfair. And I've just had to say, no, I'm not working like that. I refuse to sign this contract. You know, it's ridiculous. So I've had to turn down 2 recently. Potentially a third at the moment that I'm looking at. And it's really, like... I don't know, it's very frustrating, and I think that there's probably a lot of creators out there who are trying to make it go full-time. And they need the money, right? And I think that they're saying yes to stuff because they just need the money, right? And I understand that. But then, you know, they're getting a bad deal. And I hate to see that. It's like they're being taken advantage of, you know? And I'm making that assumption because I'm like, well, why would these companies send through a contract like this? No one in their right mind would sign it. But then I'm like, well, actually, people must be signing it if they're offering this stuff. So, yeah, it's I don't know what's going on with it, but they want you to be a simp. I mean, it's just like really ridiculous conditions. So one thing is fairly standard is like if I get a sponsorship, I'll make the video or videos, right? And 30 days after I've made the video is when I get paid for making that video, right? By the way, they are always late when they pay you. Always, right? So contractually it's 30 days, but realistically it's more than that. Almost always, right? Now, that kind of is what it is, and I think it's a little unfair to have to wait 30 days because that's basically a month, right? But I might have spent like 2 weeks making the video, or at least a week making the video a lot of the time. So by the time I get paid, it's closer to sort of 5 or 6 weeks after doing the work, which in itself is a bit shitty and a bit annoying, right? But now there's like sometimes companies come in and they want to pay you 45 days after instead of the 30, right? Or they want to pay you even more than that after. I've had one who wanted to pay me 90 days after. So it's like, do you want me to wait 3 months after I've done the work for you to get paid? Like, what are you talking about? And so I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, you know, it's ridiculous. Can you imagine in any other job where that would happen? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So just like things like that. Sometimes there's clauses as well that they'll try and sneak in. I think I don't know if they're just relying on people not reading the contract. I mean, I feel like this should go without saying, but don't ever sign a contract you haven't read, right? I mean, I think people do, or they just read maybe what they consider are the main terms. Like, okay, so when do I get paid and what do they want? Yeah, it looks okay. You know, read the whole thing. I mean, sometimes it's like there was a clause in one recently. It was like, if you ever delete the video, like ever for the rest of my life, I'm in breach of contract. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm not going to sign that. There could be a million reasons why I might want to delete that video one day, and then I'm in breach of contract and I have to pay you and stuff. Like, what? You know, like, it's just stupid stuff like that, man. And there are good people out there I work with as well. There's been some very good people. What I like the best is when developers just approach me directly. That is so much better. I way prefer working with, you know, when I work with developers, I often, like, if they're happy with it, I won't even bother with a contract. I'll just be like, yep, you know what, let's just do it. The best one for me is like a developer contacts me, we agree a price for so many videos, they pay me half up front, half upon completion, they do it via PayPal, right, and it's just job done, and no contract even needed. So good. You know what, Kenny, if you're not going to read it, at least put it through ChatGPT, right, and ask it to read it for you and look at it. But yes, read contracts before you sign them. That should be obvious, I'm going to say, all right? You should always do this. Hacken, hello. What happened to the Forever World? Just tired of the map, not motivated, or something else? Really enjoyed the series. Thank you, Hacken. I appreciate it. The series has been doing well on my channel and it's had support and stuff. So it's been a multitude of things. First of all, like I did say when I think in video 1 or something, I wanted a world that I could just come out to whenever I want and play for fun and stuff like that. Not something I'm necessarily going to do a video on every week, just something I can do as and when I want to, right? It was more of a casual thing. I think the problem, well, not the problem because it's a very good thing, but what happened was a lot of people started watching that series and really enjoyed it and they want to see more, right? Which is lovely, and I really, you know, it's nice that people enjoy it and stuff and want to see more. But then, you know, they were expecting maybe me to like do a video on that every, I don't know, week or whatever, like on a regular sort of basis, you know, which wasn't really my intention with that world. Can I take all of this? Yep. But then I've had other things happen. So when I get sponsorships come through, obviously I have to prioritize those. They are important to a creator of my size to, you know, be able to keep doing what I do. So I had some of those come through. I've had I had the launch of this server as well. So that was a thing. And again, the server, we have like 85 to 90 right now patrons who support this server monetarily every month. And again, that is something that is super useful to me being able to keep doing this on an ongoing basis, keep making content and such. So not only does that need more of my time, it deserves it as a thank you to the people for putting in their donations each month, right? It's really important. And then my Valheim content is kind of hit and miss at the moment, like in terms of when I make videos. You know, some of them do okay, some of them don't do very well at all. And so, you know, Valheim is like, I really like the game, but you know, until 1.0 comes out, I don't know how much traction I'm going to get with like the videos and stuff. It's just kind of difficult. Where did that route to? Ah, I do have weapons armors tool here. Alright, cool. Forgot about that little chest there. Hello, Ethan. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, kind of a multitude of factors really about that. Sometimes, you know, like the best way to grow my channel isn't necessarily going to be Valheim videos, unfortunately. Maybe when 1.0 comes out, that changes slightly, right? That could be a thing. But right now, yeah, I just don't get tons of views with Valheim anymore. That's not true. I do for certain videos, I suppose. I think I set the bar quite high as well with the first video I did in the Forever World. It was really heavily edited and put together and stuff. and it's like that's the expectation for those videos now. So it's a lot of work to do that. So sometimes it's like, yeah, probably a motivation thing. Do I want to do that, you know? So yeah, there's been, like I say, a variety of things happening. I also went away traveling for like a month, which didn't help. I just kind of lost my momentum a bit with things, probably. Hi, Hannah. How are you today? Nice to see you back in another stream. But look, I will say it's not a world I've given up on or anything like that. You know, that's not the case. It's just something that right now there's just other stuff that's going on. I made 3 videos recently. I was sponsored to make 3 videos, and the sponsor said, I think it was the day or 2 days, it was like a day or 2 before they were due to be published, that they want to hold the campaign until January now. So that was like 3 videos that were going to go on my channel, and, you know, I'd been working on stuff, and it looks like maybe I've not been doing anything when I've actually been working on that. It's just that the sponsor changed their mind about when they want them to go out. So, yeah, that basically. Things like that happen sometimes. Also with YouTube, I think you go through spells. Like sometimes I'm super motivated and I just want to make all the content, and I've got like these 5 projects I'm working on. I love them all, and I've got all these ideas and things, you know. And then other times it's like I'll just do basically nothing for like a week, which is really bad, I know. But it's... creator burnout is a real thing on YouTube. I think anyone who's been doing it for a period of time pretty much will get some sort of burnout. Like, it's very common. Maybe not everyone, but I think it happens like a lot. It's hard to just keep doing it, I suppose. And that's another reason I like to mix it up a bit. You know, Valheim, I've done so much of it, whereas if I do a new game, it's kind of nice because it's something a bit different. So there's always that side of it as well. It's like back in the day, Valheim was just amazing because it was a new game that I absolutely loved, so I was super motivated to play it. Super motivated to make content on it, and then everything I made was just getting tens, if not hundreds of thousands of views. Like, those are really good days. But, yeah, those days are not really there now. I do it all by myself. Yeah, I don't have an editor. Editors, I've got approached by editors. I've talked to many editors. The problem is that they are too expensive for me. They're not too expensive for the service that they offer. I don't think that. I think that they're talented and they do a good job. So, you know, big shout out to them and stuff. Like, I'm not saying anything like that, but the amount I'd pay them, the amount of views my videos get is like, it's not worth it. So then, okay, if they're edited, maybe the videos would get more views. But the problem is the amount of extra views they'd have to get in order for me to justify their expense is like, I don't see how it's gonna happen, right? So it's kind of tough. Like, if I make a video that gets 30,000 views, right, depending on the length of that video, I might get like $50 for it. Well, the editor's probably going to want $100 at least to edit that video, right? So I'd have to get like 3 times the views to kind of break even. And then it's like, well, I don't think the video being edited is going to get 3 times the views necessarily. Like, it could do. But I think with editors, it's like, they're great for like people who have this audience who just follows for them and will watch anything they put up, and every video they put up is just going to get a ton of views, right? Because then it's like, right, well, now I can make 3 times as many videos because I've got an editor to do that, because it does take a lot of time, and I'm going to get, you know, the views because I'm making more videos that are getting these views, and, you know, so it justifies it. So I'd love to have an editor one day. But it's hard to justify it right now. One thing I've thought of is if I could find the right person, I could maybe do like 1 edited video a month and just trial it and see how we go, and do those videos do well and grow my channel and stuff. And if they make the money and justify it, then we can maybe start rolling it out a bit more. Let me see. Yeah, Mine Colonies is great, Emma. I do like it very much. The problem I've got with anything like that is like that's a whole series. It's not really like I can do a one-off on it. And I don't really want to start that at the moment because I've got this going on, like the Valheim server, which is a big priority for me. For the, you know, I enjoy it. There's people who support me. It's Valheim, which 1.0 is coming out, so it's a good time to do it. Right? There's a lot of good reasons for doing this. And then looking to the future, Hytale comes out in sort of mid-January, and I am going to be going full steam ahead with that. Do you know what's annoying? Is I'm away from January 10 to January 19, and Hytale comes out January 13, so it's like just at the start of my trip of being away, and it's like just really bad timing, because I'm going to miss the very start of it being released, so I was like, yeah, that's a little annoying, right? But as soon as I'm back from that trip, I'm going to be going full steam ahead with it. And so, you know, I don't want to do Mine Colonies because it's kind of similar, right? There's some similarities to it for sure. And then I'll be doubling up a bit on content if I do that, whereas Hytale could be massive. Could be. Whether it will or not, we'll see. Discord connecting to YouTube fails to connect is what's bothering you. Discord support is so slow. Discord connecting to YouTube? What? In what way does your Discord connect to YouTube? I'm confused. I don't really use it that much, so that's probably why. You'll pick up the slack, says Dingo Boy. You, as in you're going to make some Hytale content? Is that what you mean? I'm not too worried because it's going to be like a massive game. Like, at least at the start, and then it'll be about whether it meets expectations or not. But at the beginning, it's going to be huge. Let's do a coal run. We need some coal. So let me get the thing for you. So this server, if you want to join, it is a Patreon server at the $10 a month level, but I do also have a free server, right? I know that this isn't for everybody. Let me chuck that in there. So that link should now be on YouTube and Twitch. It's also pinned and stuff. Yeah, so if the free server, if you don't want to pay to join this one, you want to do the free one, join my Discord, go to roles, and get the KysenHeim role, and that's it, right? It's free. In you come, and have fun. But yeah, for people that want to do this one, that's how you do that. Alright, we got a lot of coal and stuff here, and a lot of cores. That is awesome. Love these farms. Hello, Anna Bassin. Is that how I say that? But yeah, Mine Colonies, I'd like to revisit it one day. I always do enjoy it. Just gotta be in the right mood for a series like that. I'd like to revisit Medieval Dynasty one day. If they do another map, I'm all over it. And then also I was thinking with Hytale. I pinned it for 20 minutes. Oh, I'm such a noob. Sorry, Emma. Oh well. It's just in chat now if people want to join. They'll find it. Yeah, Hytale might have like their own Mine Colonies thing, right? High Colonies. Someone make that, please. If I knew how to, then I actually probably still wouldn't, but you know, that doesn't mean you shouldn't. Alright, let's go to furniture. I think this one's empty. Yeah, so we're going to have a chest just for cores, because now we're at the stage of farming those things. We're going to need them. So, color white. No, not question mark. I definitely want it to be white. There they go. Now, we did have cores somewhere. Might have been a misc. Yep, there we go. So they can be moved down here, free up the space. And in the meantime, let's get these fired up as well. It's partly why I went and got all that coal. And when I say partly, I mean entirely why I went and got all that coal. Oh, hey dudes. More of the Grey Dwarf family to deal with. Right, you live in here, don't you? Look at this iron. Get some iron together now, guys. We're all over this iron age. We're doing more ironing than a good girlfriend. Yeah, I said it. What about it? What you gonna do? Was a nice loot. It was a very nice loot. Alright, yes, back through here. What the heck happened here? Is my stream still live? I think it is. My chat died. Crumpack, hello, hello. Nice to see you. Alright, I think my chat's back. How you doing, buddy? I got a comment on the video I made about Crumpack today. That video has popped off, man. Has your I hope your mod's doing well and the community and stuff. We got like you know, I do need to kill some leeches actually. That video's got like well over 100,000 views right now, which is awesome. It's still a video that gets a lot of controversy in a way, but for the most part, people are very positive about it, and hopefully that's what you're experiencing in your community as well. Alright, day 802, guys. Server only started a couple weeks ago. Just always someone online. You have haters? Yeah, I think you do. I definitely think you do from my comments section. But it's not an issue. You're always going to have people who dislike what you do. I actually think if everybody likes what you do, you're doing something wrong. Genuinely think that. I think, you know, you can't please everybody. You shouldn't try. You know? Your toddler's 100% being a toddler at the moment. Well, in fairness, Hannah, what else could it be? I couldn't hear what I was saying for the last 4 minutes. Oh, wow. I spent 4 minutes telling you the secret of life. You've missed it now. You have to go back, rewatch the stream. You're doing well? That's good to hear. Good to hear. I mean, you know, it's like, for me, as a content creator, right? Like, if a content creator comes out and they start making loads of Valheim videos and they're doing really well with it, I don't see that as like, oh, it's a competitor who's taking views away from me. I see it as building the Valheim community. And I think your mod pack is doing the exact same thing. It's not detracting from Valheim as a game. It actually adds to Valheim. It builds the community around it. It gives people another option, another way of utilizing the game. It's something that Minecraft did really well with all of the different servers and mods and stuff that you have for it and mod packs and such. It builds the game. It doesn't detract from it. I think the issue you have, right, is people are unhappy about charging for it. Seems to be the biggest sort of complaint. But at the same time, it's like, we don't have to play, right? It's only for people who want it. Anyway. I don't know. It's like, if you don't like something, that's fine. Just, it's not for you. Just leave it. But people don't want it. They always want to say bad stuff about it. I get comments on my videos sometimes, and I'm just like, it just seems highly unnecessary, and I'm just like, oh, it's fine. Like, I understand not everyone's going to like my stuff, but they go out of their way to, like, make personal attacks against you for your content, and it's like, dude, just don't watch. Like, you know, it's on YouTube. It's free to watch, basically. I mean, all right, you might have to watch an ad first or whatever, but let's be honest, how many people are running ad blocker anyway, right? Stealing my money. But no, like, how many people are running that anyway? So, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave that rant there. Glad to hear you're doing well. Nice to see you. I hope the mod pack is going good. He's screaming his head off. The little chap's unhappy, yeah? Hey, so long. Says, look at the City Skylines. If it wasn't for the modding community, that game would never have been as epic as it was. You're stuck at work. That's no good. Let's have one of these. Yeah, I think there are many times when the modding community, you know, it adds to the game. There's a lot of things that are in Minecraft now that started out as mods. And so, you know, the modders kind of give ideas to the base. Come on, you plonker, where are you going? Stupid. Yeah, the modders sometimes give ideas to the devs and to the game and the community and stuff that then get picked up and are actually really good in the game. And it's an addition to the game. I don't think people have a problem with mods, though. It's the fact that for Crumpack it's paid. That's the thing that people dislike. That was the thing that people were getting hung up on and annoyed about, for sure. But again, like, it's an option, right? Like, I have no issue personally with mods charging, because certain mods take, like, a really long time and a lot of difficulty and money and stuff to make themselves. So if they're trying to recoup that and fund their project, and even if they're trying to make a bit of money out of it, yeah, that's okay. Like, so what? Everyone has to make their money in life, right? Unfortunately, that's how life is. We all gotta do what we gotta do and earn our money, right? Everyone needs to make a bit. The closed community hurts. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sorry, Crumpack. Am I being dumb? Someone explain it to me. But yeah, when stuff like that's happening, you just gotta do what you're doing and not care what other people think. As long as you know you're doing the right thing, then do it. I think, though, it's always a good question to, like, okay, I believe this is the right thing. Would most of society agree with me or not? Because serial killers probably think they're doing the right thing sometimes, right? So you need to ask that question to qualify that as well. But obviously, you know, for something like this, yeah, it's not on the same level. Alright, let's get all this stuff away. They need to go in the different bit. Did you guys want to see my marketplace? Well, our marketplace. I shouldn't say mine. Let's go sell all these wonderful shiny things. Free up some space in the chest as well, because our valuables chest is here. We'll take the money with us, because we might need it. And can we sell cores? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Alright guys, we're off to the marketplace. Now this is going to look modded, but it's not. What I mean by that is, like, you don't... We're just running scripts, so you don't need mods to come on this server and do what I'm about to do. Which you'll be surprised about. And it still surprises me to this day. What? This has moved slightly. That's annoying. It would suck if Mine Colonies was a start off one block. As in, like, you start your world on one block and then you build Mine Colonies from that. That would be very difficult. Like a sky block. Yeah, skyblock colonies. That could be fun, actually. Kinda. The raids would be interesting and the villages fall off all the time. Right, market area. We have the buying area and we have the selling area. Ah, I can't sell the cores. Thank you. I'm a keeper. I know you're part of the server. I don't remember your in-game name, but I remember you saying before. Anyway, we don't need to sell cores because what we're going to do is run through here to Haldor. So we have all the traders here. Bogwitch, Hilda, Haldor, right? Yes, sell all of this to you. And while I'm here, I'm going to buy some barrel hoops because it opens up this, which is cool. That'd be nice. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. I'll buy the Ymir flesh as well. I'll buy a Thunderstone. We have so much money, we've got to buy all this stuff, right? That'll do for now. But what I want to show you guys as well is how the market works. So buying and selling are just the same. We have these shops here. Let's go find something good to buy. What do we want to buy? What would be nice right now? What does Archie sell? Chains are kind of good, actually. They have a lot of uses. Jutes and crystals. Boy, all of this looks good. Plants, maybe. Blueberries and stuff like that. Fish, offal, meat. Kind of want to buy all of this stuff. What's in the farming? Turnip seeds. That would be useful. Let's do some turnip seeds. So see here, 150 coins, and I'll get a 10 stack of turnip seeds, right? So all I do is I cut out 150 coins, which is easier said than done, but here you go. Come on now. This. Right, now I throw them at the shop, takes my coins, and it gives me the turnip seeds. Here they are. Look at that. How good is that, right? And so you do this on the server with a ton of stuff. You can buy in this area, and then you can sell in the selling area, which is over here. So same sort of thing, you chuck the items at it and it will chuck coins back at you. We have all different stuff here that you can sell, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, you changed it from... Oh, okay, right. I was going to say, because it was definitely... Oh, hey, Tova. It was definitely different before. But all good. I love when people do the same name. Like, some people have the same name on, like, Discord, on the server, on YouTube and stuff like that. Because it makes my life easier. Not that it, like, obviously, you know, go with whatever name you like, but it just... It's just a personal thing. I've got to say, I'm pretty happy that we got like 46 people right now across the platforms watching, because I was like, I had to go take my brother to the hospital yesterday, just for a post-op meeting thing. He's fine, but I didn't know how today would go because I was like, oh man, don't normally stream at this time and stuff, you know. Right, let's get all this stuff here. I just wanted to unlock the recipes, so it's all going to live in there for now. Look at all these coins. We are rich, almost. Now, farming stuff, I know where that goes. Yeah, so thanks for the support. Nice to have so many people here. Now, coal. We're doing alright for coal now, aren't we? So, we might as well keep on with what we're doing here. Get these smelters fired up. There we go. Cool. Now, these metals go in here. Look at all this iron. So I'm going to take all this iron out, and this is going to be the iron chest. There we go. So then we can see more easily how much we've got of it. Like that. Bosh. Yeah, any Final Fantasy players in here today? Give me any tips. I've just started out on Final Fantasy 14. Really enjoy MMOs. If I ever am able to find an MMO that I get like decent views with, it'd be great. But MMOs are really better for streaming rather than videos, unless it's like just tutorial videos, I guess. But then to make the tutorial, you kind of need to know a lot about the game first, so it's like one of those. Alright, cool. Now, where were we? So, yeah, no, it's all done. We're good. Let's go and... yeah, back to the swamp. It's a swampy time. Just repair everything up first, might as well. But you see, like, just doing this one crypt has got so much. It's so good when you find a good crypt, because obviously they're not all this good. You don't play it at all. Well, you're not going to give me any tips then, are you, Hannah? But that's okay. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I really like MMOs in general. The problem I have with them is they're a huge time sink. So if I'm not able to make content on them that's going to do well, it's really difficult to spend that much time on the game. You know, so it's one of those situations. That's why I want to find a game I can get reasonable views with, and that I really like, and then go from there. Because then I'd be able to spend loads of time making content on it, and playing it and leveling and stuff. That'd be awesome. Perhaps one day we shall find this. See, the other thing as well is if you find that, it's such a good thing for a creator. Because the longevity of MMOs, like this, I mean, look at WoW, right? Like, released that, like, what, 20 years ago? More. Still going good. Damn right, you lol at my humor. I tell you, it's starting to get really warm over here, by the way, guys. Australian summer is upon us. You know what? Let me tell you how weather... Perth is close enough. So right now, today is going to be 31 degrees Celsius, which is 88 Fahrenheit. 88 Fahrenheit, guys, today. And this is going to get a lot hotter as well. So it goes up to about... This is the hottest it's going to be. It goes up to about 110 Fahrenheit over the next month, which is going to be crazy. Hannah, I haven't really played Minecraft's new updates. Not really worrying too much about Minecraft right now. Saying that I'm in the process of making a Minecraft video, so I guess I'm worrying about it a little bit, but not playing it tons. But I am, because I'm waiting for Hytale, and I'm going to focus a lot on that when that's out. Old School RuneScape, yeah, I've got an account on there, and I play it every now and again. I just prefer MMOs that are a bit more... so like with the combat, you know, I like the different hotkey abilities when you've got like 10 plus different abilities that you can be using for different combat situations and stuff, rather than the combat the way that RuneScape does it. And I prefer the graphics as well. Do you know what I'd really like? This might sound stupid, I might be alone on this, you guys let me know. But like an MMO where the mining and the tree chopping and stuff like that is like it is in this game. Where you're, like I'm doing now, I'm physically doing it. Rather than you just walk up and press E, and there's an animation of your guy just hitting stuff, and then you get some logs. I'd love to have that with actual drops and stuff. But I don't know if it's possible, or, you know, because none of them do it, right? And there's obviously, like, maybe it would be too difficult with the amount of players on them and stuff. I don't know. But I'd love that. Not focused at all, yeah, just a video. Well, the video I'm doing is a tutorial thing, and my Minecraft tutorials... I mean, I made a Minecraft tutorial, I'll tell you exactly, I think it was about 8 months ago, or 6 months ago or something, and it's in my top 8 videos ever, which is wild, right? And this is the thing with Minecraft, it has such a reach, like, so I made this video 8 months ago, and it's currently my 8th most watched video on YouTube. So, to put that into context, the other ones, like, there's a Medieval Dynasty from 2 years ago, which is a bit of an outlier, but then all the others are 4, 5, 6 years ago that were made that are doing better than that. So clearly, like, there's, you know, It's doing really well. It's like a huge audience. I need to do more of those types of things. RuneScape 3, yeah, I've had a look at that. I haven't actually played it, just looked at gameplay and stuff like that. Not sure about that one. Have you played it? Would you recommend it? Maybe I should look at that in more depth and actually play it, you know? Because I bloody love MMOs. If I could stream MMOs like a few times a week and, you know, that was my channel, I'd be pretty happy about that. Quite enjoy them. What I like as well is you constantly build into something. You're constantly leveling in a game that you're going to keep coming back to and playing, which is cool. Thank you, Hannah. Have you seen some of my Minecraft tutorials? I've made quite a few. The one I'm working on is a mob farm design that's quite easy, and it's an XP farm. And I just think people will like it, and they get all the mob drops, and it's really simple to make, which is nice, with good drop rates. It's literally something you could make on, like, within the first few Minecraft days of your world, I would say. So, that's what I like about it. Alright, hey, dude. Ah, good. Okay, so best thing here would be a stag breaker, but we don't have one. So, give him a big old hit, and then come in here with this. Alright, now just go ham. We don't have this, which we need. Okay. And kill you. And we're good. See, we're still in this one crypt, guys. Look how much iron we've got from this. Wild. Elle's been playing RuneScape for 20 years. You know, I have too, actually, yeah. Maybe longer. I played OSRS way back in the day. Wait, let me take all of that. Yep, that's nowhere near going to work. Alright, we even need to split our rubies up here, do we? Or so? No, maybe one of these. There we go. Cool. And then, yeah, I guess we can't take any more. Wow. So you did play 3 when it transitioned from the 27 scape, okay. And you enjoyed it. Oh, wrong way. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. Where is the way out? I think it was back through this way. Still a good game if you just keep in mind it's not old school. Yeah, okay. That's fair. So yeah, I played when I was like, oh, I feel like I was like 12. Was it even out then? So that was 22 years ago. So yeah, I played it way back in the day, but I don't have the same account. I used all different accounts over the years. I was a kid back then. My brother and I used to go around selling these gold capes, gloves, and chains as like a set. And we'd make like a few thousand gold whenever we sold like all of the set, maybe a bit less even. And we would just like go around trying to do that and make money that way. It was just so stupid. But we were kids, you know, when you're a kid, you just do stupid stuff, right? That's my excuse. Right, you don't have a home here. This stuff all does. Yeah, so we used to do that. That's funny. And then we go and do, what was it called? It's that dungeon where you can go and get 10k and you can kind of rush through and do it early game if you don't fight any of the mobs. Someone will know this. You go and get 10k straight away. What was the name of that? Anyone remember this? Man. It's annoying me now. I'm trying to think of it, you know. But I remember playing RuneScape before the Grand Exchange. Oh, and another thing I did, this was a bit naughty, but there we go. I had these red hats, and I would say selling Santa hat, and so people would trade, and I'd try and trade them the red hat, and then they'd be like, kid, piss off. It's not. Stronghold of Security, thank you. Yes, that's the one. It's not a Santa hat, we're not dumb. Stop being a kid. Yeah, I was trying to scam them a little bit right there. Never worked, so. There we go. Ugh. But it was fun back in the day. But yes, I'm going to keep my eye out for MMO. I mean, there's going to be a Lord of the Rings MMO coming out that's being developed by Amazon, which is going to be an interesting one. I love Lord of the Rings. I love MMOs, so, you know, I'm so tempted to do that. Yeah, something like that. I think it was just like a red... It looked like a Santa hat, but just red without the white bits, kind of. Whatever it was. I don't even remember now. It was a long time ago, but yeah. That's funny. But I was thinking, if they do that Amazon... If they do release this Lord of the Rings MMO, if that happens, it'll be awesome. Could be really big. Could be great for content and stuff, so I want to get into that. But can you imagine if they made the ring, just one ring, on It was scrapped? Wait. Amazon, Lord of the Rings, MMO. Oh, wow. It's been cancelled. You're right. It was cancelled. Shit, I didn't even know about this. I'm so sad. October 25, cancelled. Oh, that's real sad. Oh, I'm unhappy now. Oh, I was going to say, imagine if they had one ring in the entire game. You know, and it's like people would be doing crazy stuff to get that, obviously. And that'd be like so cool. Oh man, that's yeah. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I would love a Lord of the Rings MMO so much. I feel like it's such a good idea as well because there's got to be just a huge crossover of people who like Lord of the Rings and who like MMOs, right? There just has to be. I'm trying to find that room I was in. I don't know where it was now. It was the Fez, was it? Right, okay. So yeah, I guess that's what I was doing. I was being naughty. It didn't work ever, so I didn't actually get anything out of it, but I tried. Back now, what was cancelled? The Lord of the Rings MMO but Amazon was making has been cancelled. I'm very upset about this news. Maybe it was through here. Ah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, I was really looking forward to that. Oh well. Wasn't meant to be. Maybe there'll be a different MMO that I'll fall in love with. And it'll blow my channel up. And that'll be that. You never know, right? It's like those, if you streamed WoW back in the day, or if you made Minecraft videos back in the day, if you get into that before the game blows up, then when it does, it's just like so good for your channel. It's basically what happened with me with Valheim. When I started making Valheim content, no one else was really doing it. It was like, there was like 5 of us that were doing it, like, continuously. It was like me, Chongish, Gaming with Christy, One Last Midnight, The Saw, there's people I'm forgetting as well. Basic Builder was in there. I know I'm forgetting people and whatever, but like, so maybe there's like 10 of us or something. And then no big creators were really covering it. And then it blew up, and then a few of them started. But before that, it was such good times because us 10 just had all the views between us. It was very good. Okay, where am I at? Have I done this entire crypt now? It's certainly possible. So this room is done, doesn't lead to anything. This is also done. Only leads back out here, which is where we've come from. Alright, this crypt is done, so I need to do some polite things now. Which is to mark that it's done. So, well, we're going to need to get some wood first, alright. Yeah, Roblox isn't really for me. I think I tried it once years ago, but I don't know, it just doesn't look like the sort of thing that's really for me. Yeah. I don't know. See some, like, dodgy stuff about it as well. I don't know. You guys who play Roblox often might know better than me, but some people talk about the game being in a bit of a state right now. Like, there's a lot of dodgy stuff going on there, like dodgy people and stuff. Yeah. But Hytale for sure. And it's coming out in less than a month, Hytale. So, I mean, we're getting there, you know? And then there'll be tons of that. And I think a lot of people are gonna like that game. I think people who like this game will play and enjoy that game. Not everybody, because the graphics are gonna be wildly different and a lot of the gameplay and stuff will be very different, but I think there will be a significant crossover if you like this game. So yeah. They updated it a lot. No clue what is happening with Roblox. Well, you'd have more of a clue than me, because I have 0 of the ideas. I'm going to go back and get some more coal from that Surtling farm. Go from there. Yeah, that's what I thought, Emma, yeah. Child safety stuff, and like, as a content creator, you know, don't really want to be getting involved in a game that's got issues like that. But mostly I just don't really think it's for me, but I'll I'll stick with this and Minecraft and Hytale. And hopefully, a good MMO. Anyone know of any good upcoming MMOs for next year? I will research this myself as well. I know I just need to Google it, but if you do happen to know of any you want to point me in the direction of, let me know. To be honest, I don't necessarily have to find like a new one anyway, because there's a lot of old MMOs that are still super popular and would get views and all that sort of stuff, so potentially just look to get involved in one of them. So I used to think, you know, if you're going to do YouTube content on a game, the game has to be really new and whatever in order to get views. And look, it can help, it can be really good, but certainly not necessary. Like, you can do YouTube content on games that are very old and still get a ton of views. And I don't just mean with games like old school RuneScape that are like old games that are then blowing up again in modern times. Even ones that aren't like blowing up as such, you can still get a lot of views on them. Alright, we are getting a ton of iron. Do we need all this iron? Should we be getting something else? These are the questions. Like, do I go and do another crypt? Or is it mountain time? That could be fun. Good progression in the game. Get into the Silver Age. A lot of good things about that. Not least of all, the Dragafang bow and the Drake helmet, which I love. So, let's have a quick look. We at least want to prepare for the Silver Age. So, frost resistance, blood bags, and Grodifies. So, we can actually start making that now, because we definitely have all that stuff. Eyes and blood bags. Let's get that happening. And we'll go and get some more, maybe. Or we'll just go and... yeah, if we kill a load of wolves, we'll be fine, right? So let's craft up 2 of you. Is there a way to get night vision in Valheim? No, unfortunately not. Apologies that it's a little dark at times. When I'm playing single player, I do my best to make sure I sleep whenever it's nighttime. But on a server, that's not possible, so I have to just keep doing nighttime stuff. So we got 2 of these, that'll be enough. So it'll give us like 8 potions, which is plenty. So we just need to wait for them to be done. I did want to make a farm, but I might wait and do that a bit later on. I want to check, actually, in terms of recipes here. Have we unlocked anything that could be useful? Ooze bombs, for example. They could be good. You know, if I go to Vienna... wait, hold on. Hello, you're in my house. Thank you. Go away. Yeah, night vision would be cool if Valheim had that. Let me have a look here for the Draga Fang bow, basically, I want. Get rid of this. Draga Fang, it does need silver. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I was pretty sure, but I'll just check. Sometimes I get it wrong. So we do need to go into the mountains. The other question is, where is there a mountain we want to go to? So let me get up. We've got a server map here that we use. So I'll show you guys this. This is like all of our claims and stuff from the season. What's going on here? Reload it. Should work. Why is this not working? There we go. So you see, like here, this is my house, for example. So we can run up here. We can make a portal in the mountains here. That's probably a pretty good idea while we're waiting. So I'll do that. I'll keep that on the opposite screen, and then I can see where I'm going. Basically head north, like up here, and then it's basically up there, which we've kind of already been to. Died a little bit around here, but we don't need to worry about that. And in fact, we might have a portal already waiting for us here. If I change that to KBF, I think that's going to connect up. Yes, it is. Cool. So what we can do is make a portal and then destroy that portal. So we've got portal mats. Then what we'll do is let's put back what we don't need. So like this. Okay, there's our portal mats. Now I want to grab some wood so I can protect the portal. Alright, that's all the wood we got, so that'll have to do. And we will simply unname this one. Or let's go KM for KysenHeim. Just wait a minute so it doesn't connect up to anything. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad when you're playing the game. And there's head torches you can wear. I'll show you a second, actually, Hannah. Let me just... where is it? I know where it is, actually, I think. Yeah. So, if I put my head torch on, you got this. I gotta say, I feel like it could be better, because it's very just in front of you. You know? But, yeah. You can see a little better if you use that. So that's always an option. Especially in, like, dungeons and stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go make up this portal. Let's do that. Rested buff, we've probably got enough. Actually, Eikther would be kind of useful, so I'm going to do that first. Come back through. Go get the Ike ability, get our rested buff, go from there. We're just trying to do some useful things while we're waiting for our Frostmead to make up. So I want to go to spawn. Okay. I'll show you guys the spawn area. So we have a custom built spawn. Shout out to the architect / recap. That's the name of the dude who builds it for us. So we've got this area right here. So we've got the cartography table. There we go. Copy discoveries. This is going to show me where everybody lives, basically, which is cool. Oh, it's getting busy out here. Look at this out here. All these people. Yeah. So it shows you everything on the map. This is my crazy def. If you guys saw that in the previous stream. But yeah, so nice custom build area right here. And this is our custom build spawn as well. Looks very, very cool. These are the KysenHeim capes. So everyone gets a cape if they want one. That's the special cape that I'm wearing. You see it there. With the server logo. First season of us doing this, so we might make a better cape in the future for that. Now, I could be really cheeky and steal bone mass, but I haven't killed him myself yet. Oh, should we fight bone mass? Should we fight bone mass? We could definitely fight bone mass. Let's get Eikther. Mind you, health regen 30% with the Elder. I think stamina usage less is better for fighting the mass. Let's do that. We've got most of the mats we need to fight him as well, to be fair. Yeah, we could definitely look to fight him. Yo, I'd like to fight some abominations as well. This is what we need to be doing. Let's go do stuff like that. Should hold a custom dungeon event where players can build a dungeon and one first players gets on the server. That'd be cool. Yeah, that would be. That's a pretty good idea, Emma. Oh, there's our dungeon hub. Look at that. I love these custom builds. I haven't seen that before. That's new. Someone's added that. Architect or Tiny, one of the admins. Yeah, so, I mean, because I'm on a server, other people have fought Bone Mass, and I could go and use his ability if I wanted to. But I think I'd like to go and fight him myself. And I think you guys would rather see me fight him than me just doing that, right? Stealing off them. So let's just make a little temporary chest here. And I want to put stuff in. Now, I have to drag it in like this, because otherwise it's going to auto-fill in the other... Like, I'll show you this, because I don't want that. Go to the other chest, and it shows you where it's put it. So... what can we make? You know what? Are there workbench upgrades we can make? That would be pretty useful. I mean forge upgrades, right? So, like, yeah, forge bellows. That sounds like a plan. Can I fit you in back here somewhere? Oh, I can just. Look at that. There. All right. And then food prep table would be good in the future. But for now, let's make up... we've made the anvils. Smith's anvil. Can we put that somewhere back here, maybe? Oh, look at that, just in the corner. The reason I want to do this is because we can upgrade. My mic broke up, did it? Upgrade that fully. Might as well upgrade this one as well. And then, is there anything else we want to make to fight bone mass with? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to use my troll armor. What I can do is just see here about upgrading the troll armor. So we need a higher level workbench for that. So let's see. Crafting bench upgrades. Looks like we... oh wait, what's that? That's a forge upgrade. What about this? That's a forge upgrade. So we've used all the workbench upgrades, huh? Yeah, okay. I don't know which one I'm missing then. Like how I unlock the next one. What we need for that. So I could kill abominations. I could go and do bone mass. What do we reckon? What should we do? Where is bone mass is the other question. We can portal to bone mass. Let's go... mind you, I'd want an iron sword for that, I suppose, if I do the abominations, right? Just to get that root armor. Could be kind of useful for the fighting bone mass. Let's have a look at making up an iron sword. Maybe we'll fight bone mass in the next stream or something, but let's craft this up for now. Upgrade you as well. Alright, cool. Now, food-wise, we're doing alright. I might just make a little bit more up. Hey, Fabregas, how you doing, bud? Yeah, well, I didn't actually even bother with a starter house in this world, but the starter house I made in the previous world was pretty poor. I will give you that. So 7 of them make up 8 of them, 6 of them, so it's all about parity, roughly. Alright. Let's go fight some abominations, hopefully. Let's grab our rested buff first, though. Need to do that. But yeah, the starter townhouses, making a video about those soon. You guys will enjoy seeing them if you like your Valheim builds. They're very cool to see. Lots of people have put in a lot of effort there and done some awesome stuff. Right, we are rested. That is KBF, which we need to change back to the swamp. 3, 2, 1, and connect. Oh, I was close. Wasn't far off. Getting my timing right. Almost there. So we probably, if we could kill like 3 or 4 abominations, that'd be awesome. Gotta find them first. Let's go. Now, let's eat our food up now. And let's just run through the swamp. See what we can find. As soon as I see an abomination, I'll use my Eichfer. But for now, it's not really needed. Hello, Ghastly Biped. Long time no see, huh? Well, where have you been? I've been here. Alright. Abominations. I tell you, if you didn't want an abomination, one would have spawned already. That is the Valheim luck, or lack thereof, I guarantee you. Thought that might have been one. It is just a tree stump. That happens a lot. I'm an abomination. Oh, I'm looking for a stump. There's an abomination right in front of me. Right. Well, you know, I'd rather fight you from over here. It's a bit flatter and whatever, so let's just set you on fire and annoy you. Wait, hold on. Where's that other thing shooting at me from? That's just a skeleton. Alright, no problem. Let's just keep kiting this guy over here. Alright. If I hide from him, he'll run to us, then we can kill him nice and easily. Changed my name. It was Rusking before. May not remember. Been away from socials. Taking some time off socials is never a bad idea. Well, nice to have you back. Is it always Valheim that you've been into, or were you following me for something else when you were here before? This dude don't want to fight me. I mean, I know I'm really... Oh, someone else is fighting him. Oh, sorry, I'm a keeper. Well, I helped you out. That explains why he was already spawned. That's so funny. Yeah. Now, am I helping you with this fight, or are you helping me? I don't know what's happening here. I'll just keep shooting. And I assume that I'm a keeper's going to take the drops. That's so funny, we just happen to be in the same swamp. I think I'm a keeper lives near the swamp as well. So that'll be why that happened. Alright, hey dude. We can have a proper fight if you come over here. There he is. Hey dude, alright. It's all about timing. Time it well. Big old hits. Alright, there we go. Oh. Sorry, stole your drops. I'll chuck them to you. Let's also not die whilst I'm being polite. Hold on. Did I have poison me? No, let's take one of those right now. Otherwise I might die. Right, where is... Right, I'm a keeper. There you go. Because I think you were fighting that before me. Yep, okay. Oh, I don't... Army Keeper says all yours as well. I could have just taken it. Always Valheim. Don't follow many creators, but enjoy your content because it's usually very calm. Yeah. I'm pretty chill. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoy it. Right. Well, okay. Let's go. Where did we, back this way? Yeah, I don't know. I just, I can't stand those creators who are, you know, just overly hyped for the sake of it. Like, you know, the fastest growing streamer of, this year, I think, was iShowSpeed. I can't tolerate the guy for even a few seconds. He's the most annoying, over-the-top person I've ever seen in my life. You know, and there's a lot of people who act like that on the platform. To me, it feels really disingenuous and really unnecessary. And I think that, you know, it's just a case of, like, kids respond to that really well. But, yeah, that's not for me. Oh, no, you're fine, Keeper. I actually thought I was stealing your drops, so I was trying to give them back to you. But we can split them or something if you want. You don't have to give them all to me. I probably should have got myself a bit of better... I didn't realize how far away from my portal I was. Right, that's a dragger over there, and a dragger over there. So I think my best bet is to let this guy swing at me. Come on, take a swing. Yeah, there we go. And then we run. So it slows them down while they're swinging, you see. Come through here. All right. Now that's a dragger, is it? Or is that Keeper? That is Keeper. Right, cool. Hello. Now let's go get our things back. Eat our food and stuff. Ah, thanks, Keeper. What a legend. All right. Let's eat first. That can be taking effect. Let's do that. Let's put this on. Oh. Look at this. I got a bodyguard right here. Right, and all these drops here, man. This is insane. Look at all this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Keeper, do you want some of these drops? Do you want to split? Do you want to kill a few abominations and we'll just chop it all up at the end? That's what I'm going to do. Just keep hunting the bombs. Let me know. Where am I going? Let's try over here. Yeah, let's kill this dude as well. Oh boy. I'm guessing I'm a Keeper does not live in Australia. Get a bit of lag when I go into an area that's been loaded by someone else, because that's Valheim. A couple of YouTubers have been following for about 16 years, my goodness. And they're loud, but I'm used to it. Actually funny. Yeah, I mean, it's not all about loudness. I think it's attitude and personality and... I mean, speed barks. The fuck is that? Like, you know, stuff like that. Thanks, Keeper, man. Appreciate it. What a legend. Help me in the fight and then gave me the goods. Yeah, so like it's just a personal thing. I mean, look, he's the fastest growing streamer this year, so obviously I'm in the vast minority, right? Most people do like this stuff, clearly. I just don't understand it myself. And my point was like, yeah, so I try and make content that I think if I wasn't me, I would enjoy watching, if you know what I mean. Like, so my favorite Minecraft YouTuber has always been Etho, because he's super chill, just does his thing calmly, and comes across as just like a nice dude who, you know, you feel like if you could sit and have a coffee with someone and have a good chat with them, then for me, I'm like, that's a good sign of like someone I want to watch, if you know what I mean. And I feel like that about Etho. And he was my inspiration to start YouTube, because I just really like the way he did stuff. So yeah, I try and do content that I'm like, if I wasn't me, I might watch it. And then just hope that there's enough other people out there who feel the same. And so far, with my channel's situation, there are. So, yeah, that's good. Don't watch Minecraft or play, but you know him, super chill. Wait, you don't mean you know him, like, in real life, right? You just know him as in know of his channel and stuff. Etho's solid. Agree with you, Susie. See, we have a smart audience here. Yeah, no, he's an awesome dude. He's like the least sellout person you'll ever see on YouTube as well. I don't think he's ever done a sponsorship, not from what I've seen. And trust me, he'll be getting inundated with really good offers for sponsorships. He's never had like a Patreon, I don't think, where people donate. Or maybe he did for a while, but he got rid of it. So like, and he doesn't try and sell merch and stuff. He just does what he does and what he likes. And he's got this audience that follow him and watch him. And I don't watch like everything he does, but I'll periodically kind of check in and go watch, and sometimes go back and watch his old stuff and just enjoy it. And yeah, it's just real cool. calmer kinds of YouTubers, yeah, well, that's the side I'm on. I'm hopeful as well. I think a lot of the over-the-top hype people, it is mostly kids that are watching them, and that's why they get tons of views and stuff, because there's so many kids on YouTube. But those kids are going to grow up, right? And when they do, hopefully they'll be more interested in the calmer stuff, because I think it's an age thing as well, to a certain extent, right? I think as kids get a bit older, it's like they see these people and actually find them a bit more annoying, and they want to watch calmer people like me. I'm future-proofing here. Yeah, he doesn't even do thumbnails, Susie. That's such a good point. When I first started YouTube, I didn't do thumbnails either. So if you go back to like my first ever videos, some of them have thumbnails that I added in years later, but most of them don't. The ones that weren't performing well, I just didn't bother adding thumbnails to them. So yeah, and I remember speaking to False Symmetry, who's another awesome YouTuber. She does a lot of Minecraft content. I spoke to her in a voice chat years ago, and she was saying you need to do thumbnails to improve your channel. And I was like, well, you know, Etho was my inspiration, and he doesn't do thumbnails and stuff. And she was like, no, I get that. She's like, but, you know, you're not Etho, and if Etho started a Minecraft channel today, like you are, he probably would have to do thumbnails. Like, he built his audience before he needed to do that, which is true. And so that's when I started the thumbnails thing. And yes, if you are doing YouTube, you should do thumbnails. I'm not going to say you have to, because I don't think there's anything on YouTube that, like, you have to do. And I actually think a channel that doesn't do thumbnails has a potential to stand out for that reason. But it's such a big risk that I never do it. And I don't recommend it to anyone. I think you probably should do thumbnails if you're doing YouTube. But for a time, I thought I wouldn't have to. I was living in a dream world. Alright, come on, Mr. Bomb. They call me Mr. Bombastic. Alright. I want to get a nice parry in. That's when we really do the damage. We'll probably get two. Oh, hold on. Not if we do that, we won't. Alright. Swing with your right. There we go. That's my favorite. Bosh! Oh, whoa, hello, Mr. Oozer. Where did you come from? Why is my mace in here? So many questions. So few answers. Alright, let's go. That was just stone. I thought it was more root. Here's more roots. Every Aussie loves some good root. It's root. Loves a good... So in Australia, root means sex. So that's quite funny. So you could say to someone like, oh, did you root her? A guy might say to another guy, which means like, did you bang her? So, yeah. There you go. Bit of Aussie slang for you there. Of course, Australia had a very crazy incident, which you've probably heard of, a couple of days ago, with a public shooting over in Sydney, which was very, very crazy, especially given that we live, given that it happened here in Australia where I live, because we don't get that, you know. That was very, very crazy. Yeah, really took the whole of Australia and a lot of the world, I think, by surprise, that one. It's crazy. Susie says he gets away with it due to longevity and it being his thing, and that's good advice she gave. Yeah, I think so. She was, yeah, she was awesome. She helped me out a lot. It was a very difficult conversation as well. So it was me, her, and one other dude in the chat. Don't remember his name. Probably wouldn't tell you if I did, but he was an odd person. But I think I'm a keeper's fighting that abomination, so we're going to leave that one for them. And I'm going to go home and see how much root armor I can make. I'm just trying to find my portal, which is around here somewhere. Hey, Bry Games. How you doing? Whereabouts in Australia are you, Bry? So... What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he was very weird. And then she was like... She started with him. Like, he was there for advice, too. And then she was like, do you know, I think, actually, we'll come back to you in a sec. She's like, Kysen, maybe we just, I'll just go through your questions a second, and then you can leave. And I was like, yeah, I totally understand what you're doing here. Let's do that. And then, yeah, but yeah, so she gave me some good advice. It was awesome. I was a big fan of hers in the day, and she gave me advice, which was awesome. And then she, we did a mini-games video together, which meant a lot to me at the time. It was my Christmas present to myself. I paid for it through her Patreon. I was like, yeah, I want to do it. Let's go. Can't remember how much it was now. It's like $100 or something. It's crazy. But there we go. Yeah, Bondi Beach, Australia. I don't know a lot about it. But, oh, it's not Bri? What is it? Bri Games? You tell me. Yeah, Bondi is a lovely beach in near Sydney, New South Wales. Yeah, nothing like this has ever happened there. Or in Australia since like the 90s, right? Like a really long time ago. Let's do that. I can put the sword away in here. So it was a real shock and real horrible thing to happen. Obviously. So yeah, crazy, really crazy. Didn't realize I didn't have my trinket attached, but we should have had that. False seems really down to earth. Yeah, yeah. Do you know, like, people like False and Mumbo and Etho and some of those other Sasuma, like, they've been doing Minecraft content forever, and I'm just, like, super impressed because they don't seem to get too much burnout at all. I do think that, you know, guarantee of 100k plus views every video you make would really help, to be honest. But even so, like, fair play to them, you know, they've been doing it for a very long time, they still do it. There's some crazy people out there, but I don't think staying home because of that is like a good idea. As in, like, you know, it's super rare that something happens, and if you allow these people to change how you live your life, then they win, right? Don't let them win. Live your best life, and at the end of the day, what's meant to happen in life will happen, and if your time's up, it's up. That's how it is. There's not really much you can do about it, you know. If you because life's not all about quantity, it's also quality, right? If you just stay at home all the time out of fear, then you're sacrificing a quality of life thing for something that, you know, yeah, it could happen, but it's super unlikely, right? And I don't think there's much you can do to avoid it anyway, to be honest. I think if things are going to happen, they're going to happen. Now, if I had an armor stand in here, I think that's going to be an extra comfort bonus, right? So let's put that, like, there for now. Oh, yeah. So now this comfort should be up to, like, 11. Yeah, it is. Cool. And what I want to do is put on this armor. So, you know what? Let's just do that for a second because it's so much easier. No, don't you muppet. Right, let's look at the armor stand. Thank you. 1. There we go. And there, 1. And there, 1. So we can hang my armor up here, plus get extra bonus. It's like a little guard in my house thing. Whatever that is, I don't even know. Move on from that kind of quickly. Went through horrible anxiety a couple years ago. Didn't leave other than to go to my job because of the danger. But we only get one life, so yeah. Whereabouts do you live, Ghastly? Just like what country? Let's go put this probably in the processed area, I guess. And then where's my furs at? There they are. So we'll put root underneath, I guess. You just like people and noise, crowds, noise, kids. I get that while at work or you don't need to in your own time, but living in the quiet country away from the mass population is so much better. That's fair, yeah. Live where you want to live. Absolutely, of course, yeah. If that's what suits you, then, you know, that makes sense. Right, we're pretty good right now. So we got the set bonus of this. So I think we're going to be pretty good here. We're going to be like resistant to poison, and then we got poison meads we can take. You live in Argentina, but you're from Venezuela. Horrible place to live, or it was 10 years ago. Oh wow. Okay. As in Venezuela's a horrible place to live, but Argentina's not so bad, or what? I haven't been to either of those places, but I'd quite like to. But I feel that way about like anywhere I haven't been to. So all these portal mats, I forget what I was going to use them for now. We were going to go up to the mountains, then I changed my mind, I think. It was like I could fight Bone Mass, so maybe we'll just go fight Bone Mass. He's a good fight. Now, what do we need for that? Poison mead, we want a bit more of that. Some health meads might be an idea as well. Can I buy mead? I think I can. There's somewhere I can buy it, maybe. We'll go have a look. Yeah, it's pretty sad, Hannah. But we've had one in like the last, 50 years or something like that. I don't know how long. It's been a long time. And you guys over in America, you get one like a day. So I mean, it's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, Nightbot just picks up on all caps as spam sometimes. Don't worry, Nightbot's a bit sensitive. But yeah, I mean, if you don't enjoy being in crowds and stuff, I get that. But I think having anxiety about not wanting to leave the house and stuff is not good. There's plenty of ways you can leave the house and like avoid crowds and stuff as well, right? So just, yeah. I don't know if there is a mead shop, but I bet I know where I can go get some mead. I bet there's going to be somewhere. Leather, farming. Any server players online who can tell me where I can buy mead or get free mead, potentially? Venezuela's going through a lot with the dictatorship stuff. Argentina's pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, Argentina sounds like a cool place to go. Oh, look at all these wishbones. Alright, so these are chests of stuff that people just like donate. But where I'm going to check is back through here. Super quiet. No mass population, trains, major roads. It's a good hour to get anywhere. Fair enough. I don't see the point with all the drama, congestion, tolls. Yeah, that's fair enough, man. Like, I only live like 20 minutes away from the city of Perth, which is a big city, a couple million people, right? So I live kind of in between like a quiet area and a busy area. So for me, it's kind of a good level. There's like enough going on around me that I'm happy with that, but not like living right in the heart of the city, I suppose. But even Perth City, it's not like Sydney or London or something. It's not crazy busy like that, Right, we're going to go visit a town, see if we can get ourselves some healing mead, which I won't need because I'm super good at fighting bosses and stuff, pro gamer and all that stuff. But if there happen to be some lying around, you see... Actually, I think this is anyone got... health mead, isn't it? Health mead I could buy. See if anyone has some, but sometimes in the towns they have these little community areas of things that you can buy. Look at this is cool. Built like a little amphitheater type thing here. This is real nice. Man, I only did the tour like a short time ago and there's already built more stuff since then. Oh wow, you're gonna go off grid, huh? Yeah, that's fair enough, man. Like, let's say, if it makes you happy, you should do it, Use if needed. No, that was the wishbones that were in here, I think, a little while back. So there's a mead thing here. There's some tasty mead in there. Medium healing mead. Ha! Tilong has some here in his bar. Tilong, could I buy some from your tavern? I wonder if he'll let me. Because I could buy like maybe 3 of them. Here. Alright, he's got these 3 medium healing meads. They could be quite useful. They're on display. I think they might be for sale. What's a good price? Like 300 maybe? 100 each? Something like that. Tilong is on, right? Where is he? Yeah, he's down there. Hey. Don't ignore me, dude. To be fair, he said greetings a while ago. Okay. 300 for 3? Yeah, he said greetings and I ignored him by accident, but still. Alright, let's see. I think that's a fair price. I think he'll say yes. Check the pot, there's some in the brew. Alright, well, I'll give you 301 because I can't get it 300 for 3. Hopefully you're good with that. Sure, if that's fair. I don't know. I think so. I put the money in your tavern mead chest. Yeah, I have no idea what the price of this would be, but hey, if you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. Who's going to complain? I like watching the show Bondi Beach. There's tons of dangerous rescues. Yeah, well look, it's tourists come because the beach is incredible, right? And they go and see it. But they don't realize how dangerous the water is, and you don't have to go too far. No problem, mate. Enjoy your coins. Spend them wisely. Yeah, you don't have to go too far into the ocean before things can get dangerous. There are sharks, there's jellyfish, stuff like that. But also just the rip currents and stuff like that. They can be super strong. So yeah, people get in trouble there all the time because they don't realize how dangerous it actually is, unfortunately. But yeah. We all know about that danger, but the danger of the shooting is something that is just wild for us here. This is not something that happens in Australia. And hopefully, the perpetrators are given the maximum sentence, which, you know, should be mandatory. I'm sure that's what will happen. Justice is such a weird thing, isn't it? I mean, for the families who have lost people, what would justice actually mean, right? I don't think you can really give them justice. You can do your best, which is to give them the maximum sentence to the idiots that did it, but that's about it, right? No worries, guys. Sleep well, and I shall see you later. Oh, Susie, you've been there. Do you live in Australia, Susie? Right, so we're pretty much good to go here, aren't we, for this fight? Let's go fight the mass. So there is a portal to Bowmass at the boss hub. We have a hub. Oh, I don't. Oh, we got pretty rested. 16 minutes. That'll be fine. We got a boss hub here in the server to get to all the bosses, as the name suggests. So I just need to find where that is. So it's a marketplace. This is the dungeon hub. What's up here? Nothing, right? Just a little decorative thing. So these are the town porters. Boss hub. Server people who are watching this. Where's the boss hub at? It's around here somewhere. So these are all bases of people. Oh, Alaska. Wow, I've been to Alaska. Yeah, cool place. Oh, here we go. Boss hub right in front of me. You know what? Boss hub would look better if it had a different color, right? So color equals, what's a good color for the boss hub? Maybe yellow. All right, boss hub. It is what it is. Oh, I hope you had a good time. Well, you say you had a nice trip, so I'm sure you did. But yeah, it's a cool place to visit Australia. I wouldn't let this thing put you off. It's literally been one shooting in like 100 years or something, or 50 years, whatever it is. You know, like I say, it's kind of low by American standards, unfortunately. This must be Bone Mass. Here we go. But yeah, I went to Anchorage, and I went to Juneau, and I went to... Where else did I go? Somewhere else. Anchorage, Juneau... There was another place, at least. There might have been a few more places. I went to Denali National Park. Yeah, did a few things. It was cool. Look at this. The area's already been hoed. We don't have to hoe it. It's been... Oh, let's eat our food now so it can take effect. And let's have one of these good things as well. Yeah, exactly. It could happen anywhere. Just super unlikely it would happen here in Australia. Oh, you know what? Really useful if you bring the bones to spawn him in. Get up the stairs, you muppet. Back through the portals. These spiral stairs are hard to go up. Is it just me? Right. It's a chance. There we go. I think we need 6, right? Let's just take like more than we need in case. Say there's a chance that someone's left them here. And some awesome people have. This is one of the cool things about servers. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I had a cool time up in Alaska. Alright. Where's he want to come in? Over here? Yeah, he's moving. We'll see who's moving at the end of this fight, huh? Got my big iron mace. Wow, he almost killed me. Right, let's get his ads. No one likes ads, right? Actually, ads are the basically biggest part of my income, so I don't hate ads, I suppose. Bosh. Just need to manage your stamina in this fight, that's what it's all about, really. And time your dodge rolls, which I didn't do on the first one, which is how he nearly killed me. Those things are important. He's just watched me kill his children. I like to think of the blobs as Bowmass's children. The users are like his teenagers. Right, get around the back of him while he's throwing up. Give him a good few hits. Yeah, we got 3 in right there. Oh my god, I didn't even block. Alright, where's that healing meat? Yeah, had a feeling I might need it. Honestly, that was just bad from me, though. I don't think you do need healing meat to defeat Bowmass. You just need to not be a muppet like I was right there. Alright, no more mistakes. Come on now. Oh my god. Why am I so bad at this game? 2,000 hours have been wasted. Alright, just go for 1 hit each time. Patience is a virtue. Huh? Come on, what do you want to do? Alright, see? Patience. What's he gonna do now? Let's get some free wood while we're here, why not? Alright, he's throwing up. Alright, you get 2 when he's throwing up, 1 the rest of the time. Them's the rules. When he throws ads, we deal with them straight away. There we go. Here he is. Just the 1. Let him come at us. Come on. Just the 1. There we go. So you get into a rhythm eventually. 2 when he's throwing up. 1 the rest of the time. Even that was close because it takes a while. Come on him. See, when you roll towards him, then you're right there. The other time I rolled sideways, it's not as good. Roll into him, give him a big hit. Bosh. This is why the upgraded weapon is so good as well. Does much better damage each time, which adds up to a lot over the course of the fight, you know? Hey, Blobs. The cool thing is, we only have to kill him once, and then we get to use his ability because it's at spawn, and we can keep the trophy ourselves, you know? I mean, we don't even have to kill him once to use the ability, as I said earlier, but I just like to. Because it's kind of fun, right? I mean, completing bosses is part of the game that's, like, really fun challenge and stuff. So, yeah, I like to do it. Alright, don't try that one. That wasn't on. Wasn't. Alright, here we go. 2 hits on him now. Impatience is the biggest killer in a boss fight, I reckon. Yeah, if I'm just patiently doing this, hit him once, run back a little bit. Is he going to swing at me? We're ready to do our dodge roll. We dodge roll, we hit him. Do it like that, it's fairly simple. When he's throwing his ads, we get right over to them, give him some big hits. Then we come back in, ready to dodge roll. Now I'm anticipating he's probably about to throw up now. So I want to try and start getting around the side for that reason. We get at least 2 hits on him while he's throwing up. Alright, now, we're out of stamina, so just walk back, manage the stamina. Get out of his range. There we go, get our stand back. Easy game when you want it to be. When you have the patience. Come on. There we go. Yeah, Hannah, Nightbot's watching you. No caps for you anymore. Your cap stays are over. True, I don't have ads turned on YouTube. On Twitch, I have to have a certain level of ads turned on. On YouTube, I have none. And there he goes. Yeah, when I'm streaming, it's more like, if I... Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of people on the server, which is why he dropped so many wishbones. Yeah, when I'm streaming, I just kind of look at, like, if people donate, then that's great, and it's sort of a bonus. But the ad revenue is, like, nothing anyway. I'm not too worried about it. I'd rather people just watch and enjoy and hang out and stuff, if that's what they want to do. And then, you know, let's say we get people who donate, or they'll join the server, or whatever. That's great if that happens. But it's not like an expectation or anything like that. You know, my income mostly comes from my videos. I don't get tons of income through streaming, so anything I do get, I just see as a bonus, really. Anyway, Bowmass, guys. Easy. Easy peasy. And a pretty good place to end today's stream. When it gets to this part of the summer, I do shorter streams a little bit. It's only been 2 hours today. I usually do like 3 or 4, but it is so hot in here. Wearing this hat wasn't the best decision. I kind of need a haircut, but I'm waiting until after Christmas because I'm not going anywhere over Christmas anyway, and then I'm going away for my trip in the new year, so I'll just wait. Otherwise, I've got to get 2. And yeah, that's my haircut story. So you guys have got that. Now I can't remember. Do I have what is it? Today is the 16th. So I think my next stream is my final stream before Christmas, guys, which is going to be on the 21st, which is a week from yesterday, or 6 days from today, you might say. So I will be back for that one. I'll be back on the KysenHeim server then. Then I'm taking some time off for Christmas with the family and such, and then we're going to have... I'll do some more streaming again in the new year. As I said, I am going away for a little bit, so yeah, it'll be after that once I'm back and such. But if I don't see you in the next week's stream, have a fantastic Christmas. Have a great time. And I will see you when I'm back and when you guys are back. But thanks for turning up today. It was nice chatting to you. Nice to see some familiar faces and some old faces as well today. Always good to have a mixed bunch like that. But yeah, have a great time, guys. And